Hello YouTubers, we are going to play a jolly old round of golf. Yep, we're going to have 18 holes on EA Sports PGA Tour for the PS5.
Banff Springs Golf Course, we present
and
final round coverage of the Alberta
we're on my favourite golf course, Banff Springs, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Alberta Open. I've actually won on this course. I've beaten the world's best on this game in a previous character incarnation. 3 under is the score we have to beat. Lee Hodges has that, if you've heard commentary say. This may turn into 18 holes of fuck it rather than golf. I'll do my best as we line up to tee off with the first shot here. I say it's my favourite course because it can be very forgiving. If the weather's right, if it's not, it won't be. That is a decent drive into the fairway. Do you know when I won
from right around the middle of the fairway,
the event here, the Alberta Open, I actually sent Chess an audio message like with commentary of the final hole, and it was quite an emotional moment because she'd watched me play golf and curse and swear for years, and I'd actually done well at an event. This was the course.
Decent sized green. It's not bad. Just a little past the hole.
Yeah, just past the hole on that stroke.
A birdie putt, and we're
going for the birdie here.
Today with a man who's won 4 tournaments on the PGA Tour.
Can I do well here today?
It is very makeable here. I see almost no break.
I like a makeable putt. The trick is to go slow, not to rush it. Just like that. That's the hazard when you're a blind golfer and you can't see what you're putting at. Probably needed to be a bit faster and firmer there, but that's okay. Should slot this one for par. Birdie would have been nice, but it is a par.
And they'll stay at even par.
That's a decent start. I'm happy with that.
So Frank, a par 4 to open, and we backed it up with a relatively short par 3.
We are in the career mode, by the way. That's why you got all the pomp and circumstance. Hole 2 is a par 3. Yuck. I hate par 3s with a passion. They are usually full of hazards. They're usually vile to get the ball on the green and get it to stick.
Okay, just left of the hole, and
that's not bad.
Coming up.
Just left of the hole
17-foot putt here.
But a 17-footer. This is going to be nasty. Didn't like that, so I'll try again. Yeah, good connection, but doesn't quite go down. Better than whacking it off the green, though. We should get a par here. It's just a couple of feet out, and he'll slot it. Yes. My golfer is Jack Scrimshaw as well, so we'll say I slotted it rather than he slotted it. Because we've tried to make him look as much like me as possible. And a par 5 here.
You're exactly right. Chance
I love a par 5.
This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly.
And that's exactly what we're going to try and do here. Just loft the ball up into the fair Canadian skies.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make
a bit bouncy there, but we found the fairway.
Surge.
I've never been to Canada. It's a place I would love to go to. I've had some great conversations with people from Canada. Got some good friends from there. Some friends who are no longer with us also.
I dare say a touch too aggressive, trying to fly it all the way expected to hold. It is very ambitious.
Tried the big shot and it just wouldn't stick. We're can't work out if we're in a bunker or we've got a chip to the green here. How we're going to chip? Okay. Trick with that, fast and firm. I think I was a bit slow there, if I'm honest. Hopefully the ball will travel. It didn't. Yeah, I was far too slow, far too timid on that chip. Oh no, we are putting. We are going to putt. Crowd like it. Crowd like it a lot. But not enough. It was a good effort, shall we say, but it's not a birdie. It is going to be our third par in a row. So we're playing okay. I'm liking this.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third.
Not dirtying up the scorecard.
Right where he
A
is.
Patrick of pars, as Jesse would say. Not a hat-trick, a Patrick, because they're pars.
The ball's going to go further. Obviously, get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem.
Par 3 and there's water.
So once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
192 yards. We should be able to hit it. Just got to make sure the ball doesn't bounce and roll back into the water. And
okay, maybe
yep,
not exactly
we're on dry land.
Wanted, but not the worst result.
Oh, far from the worst result in the world. But
strong right to left in this one.
Nasty putt here.
Just to get this
I tell you what, if we score this, I'll eat my pajamas. No, I won't be getting the mayonnaise out. That was just nasty, that putt.
14 feet to the hole.
And I think we're gonna screw this up.
That one just sneak on by.
Just wide. So just the one drop shot, hopefully. It's not as close as I'd like.
Yeah, that's well done, though.
And I can tell that because I've got the auto tap-in switched on because short putts are nasty. So we are one over. The streak of pars is broken.
Mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s.
That's why I hate par 3s.
5 and that opening par 4. Now at the fifth hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just being a little cognizant of that one on the
Nice
left
par
side.
4 here.
You know,
We
what club you
can
want
work
off
with
the
this.
tee.
Hopefully get a bounce
Ideally,
back.
that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee. Huh?
Plenty of bunkers on this
That
hole.
ball bounces into the rough. First fairway missed today.
Missing the fairway, so
Off the fairway, this is second at number 5.
not so good here. We just need to slow things down. Just take a little care. As that ball is lofted skywards. What a shot! Perfect recovery, that.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad. Just a little past the hole.
Knocking it just past the pin. What can we do from here?
Nope.
No, but
It's got to wander a few feet by.
it was close. Just wanders past the hole. Maybe 2 or 3 feet. And we should par this. Yes! Very reluctantly. That ball rolls home. It had no choice in the matty. Didn't want to, but it had to.
Now at the sixth
As
hole
we
here at
move on
Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only
to hole number
373
6.
yards.
Oh, I like these short par
Range in
4s.
golf course architecture these days.
373
Well, more
yards.
strategy
I like
involved when
these.
you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it? What sort of distance you want that second shot? All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
Decent opening shot. Uphill's always a problem, of course, because gravity takes over and the ball just ends up rolling a good way down,
From here,
giving you an extra stroke. Now, what are we dealing with on the second shot? It's not quite a chip to the green, but it is a little wedge. And all in all, that's not bad. It was a bit of a tricky shot.
And that one on deck.
Good to be conservative on that shot. Don't want to overshoot. Putting greens have not been very friendly to me today, to be fair. But I've changed my putting style, and there's the par. Yeah. So no birdies as of yet, but only the one stroke over. There's time to correct that.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9.
And this is a good place to do it.
602 yards.
602 yard par 5 here on the 7th
bad
hole.
luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, well, you might avoid the bad luck.
You kind of have to on a par 5. I mean, usually I just like to get the ball in the fairway. But on a par 5, you just got to welly it. You got to belt that ball
that is into the fairway.
down the golf course and into the fairway. Second shot. Now, on 2K23, it tells you what club you're using. I wish it did on here. It would make it more fun. There is speech on this game, but it doesn't read you your clubs.
Just a little bit left of target, though.
Unlucky with that shot.
So if you can show a little bit of
Just left of the green.
around the green, never know, something special.
Got it down there. Now, what shot are we facing here? Is this a little chip to get it back online? Oh. Didn't go with the pitching wedge though. I think went with a 9-iron.
Now this for birdie.
And just jabs
And
this
this
ball.
is pretty flat all the way. I don't think there's much in it at all.
It's flat green.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the
Again,
hole.
just a couple of feet wide. See, the problem is if you go a little less, you speed up the putt, it won't make it all the way. And that's when you get into double bogey territory and all the other horrible things. So, consistent pars, I'm not all that unhappy with that. What I am unhappy with is this nasty little par 3.
You could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have it 10 or 15
150 yards, we want a very short
just think
shot.
of that. Water on the right there, you just aim a little further to the left.
By the way, if you wonder how I'm playing this as a blind golfer, have a scroll through the channel where I explain how the game works. My PGA Tour accessibility review. I'm happy to do a full career mode on this game if people want it, but I would not do all the courses as 18 holes. We just do limited holes. Just a 9-footer. Yes, there's the birdie, first of the day.
Birdie here at the 8.
Fantastic stuff. Back to even par.
Say no to that.
Sorry if I deafened you, but it was worth it.
So we'll round out
Sure you'll
the front
agree.
side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So
I'm not going to be vulgar about it either. I'm just going to
to
have a gentle gloat
You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle
as we come up to the par 5 here on hole number 9. We are halfway through. And that ball is landing well. Super tee off on that shot, but
Now
usually
a little less than 200 yards. This a
as
second
the
to
clock
the par
strikes
5.
5 here, 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock here in Nottingham, England. It's not always the tee off that tells the story on a par 5, it's the second shot. Plenty of loft on that. A real good swing of the club. Everything he can on it, and what a quality shot. I mean, the ball did thump down there, but
Home in 2 on the par 5.
did get it to stop.
Movement to this one, it's for eagle.
And we're going for eagle here.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
I didn't expect to hit the eagle, I must admit.
A 4-footer here for birdie.
But we've got a little 4-footer for birdie. Yes! 2 in a row! And it is 1 under par. 35 off the front 9. 2 birdies in a row.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novel.
Superb.
We are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies.
And yep, we're finished with the
Set to kick
adverts.
off all the action on the back 9. The 10th
On the
begin with a
EA
par 3
Sports
front,
TV
218
coverage.
yards.
And I have no idea why this is
And the 10th is a par 3.
Because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here. That's for sure.
This is horrible.
You need something that comes out of the gate very,
Two
very
beautiful
straight
birdies and our horrible par 3. And it's a long
left side of the green and make it stop.
par 3 as well. I don't know why it's called Little Bow, as they say. 218 yards. There's nothing little about that. Especially when you've only got 3 strokes. And it's a lucky start.
Okay.
Kept it short, and it filters onto the green. Oh, my goodness. The golf gods are smiling. Jack is smiling as he nails his 3rd birdie in a row.
Will certainly help the cause.
2 under par. The schoolboys in the park are delighted. Oh, wait a minute, this isn't soccer. This isn't football, this is golf. Never mind. The old men with their pipes are delighted.
Down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Par 4 here on hole 11. 2 under par. We're 1 off the lead.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Flowing like water.
Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now we'll have a go at this second shot.
Split the kipper on the fairway. This second shot a little more difficult. And come on, where's it ended up? Tell me.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you like, but still solid.
This would be a big bonus if it went in. More than likely just trying to get this one close.
We're on deck, but a long way from the pin.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that.
Going for the lag putt, and it's a good run at it.
Good from there.
Decent putt, and we'll go for par here. Thank you very much.
In for par here at 11.
Rushes that in for a par on number 11. And the score is 2 under par.
Frank, what are we looking at?
We're liking this. We're feeling good. We're smiling. We're on hole 12. 7 to go.
One that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee, just to get straight at that left bunker.
On a par 4.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Now note his second from the fairway.
Looking at 148 to the hole, pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
148, so I'm going to keep this shot relatively short. And oh dear. Just that groan from the crowd tells you everything.
Green, but couldn't hash it in.
Shot was too short. Ended up in the rough. And we're going to have to chip out of here. If there's one thing I hate, it's chipping out of the rough. Because it's so unpredictable. Well, here's the par putt. Nailed it! Oh, that was a bit of luck. That was Irish. That was. Oh, 2 under par there. And look at this. An absolutely evil par 3. 225 yards, 3 strokes. Look, we can go short here and take a risk, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hope my caddy's giving me the short club and we don't clear the green. And of course he has. That ball smashes into the rough. Just nosedives like a paper airplane into a pond. Except, fortunately, it wasn't a pond. It was just the rough, which we have to chip out of. And ugh, that was all grass on that stroke. You heard it.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course.
Hardly any ball there. That was just...
what could have been a tap in is now going to be a grind.
Except it was never going to be a tap in from there. is always going to be horrible.
Hang on.
And yeah,
it's going to leave about 3 feet.
Drop shot here, unfortunately. Never mind.
Okay, that one.
Look, it's one bad hole, and it was a par 3. We've got time to fix it up. It was unlucky 13. 1 under as we approach hole 14. And this is a par 4.
All the way up to that green.
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right, so the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from
Nice,
that sort of
easy tee
right
shot
line.
here.
So don't be fooled here.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee.
Quality drive.
Right down the middle.
That's just what you want.
Shot
Forget
straight
about
ahead,
the
and
last
we
hole.
Go to Iona Stephen.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left
Make
of
up
it.
for it on this hole. 136 yards to go. Oh, it's a bit wobbly and a bit bouncy. They did say this green
A little
dips.
unlucky there. That ball landed very close to the flag, but look how far it's gone on.
A long one
An
coming up
unlucky
here for birdie.
bounce. The landing was good, but then the ball cambers off past the flag. Decent putt, but to be honest, I never thought I'd score on that. Hopefully we can get the par here. Yes.
There, it is a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 1 under par.
1 under with 4 holes to
Well,
go.
now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475
And this is
yards.
another long par 4. I do like the longer holes, but usually it's par 5s.
Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit
The
more
advantage
run
of
out
this,
if
though,
you did that.
as Frank just said, hole does go downhill, so the ball is going to travel when it hits the deck.
And that will do just fine.
So the idea
Perfect spot
here,
to play this second,
well here.
middle of the fairway.
use all that downhill, use all that space. Ball goes straight up in the air.
No, excellent shot. I love it when it's the right distance. This one just a little to the right. Nothing wrong with that.
Really nice shot there. The direction was off, but
Oh,
birdie! Oh yes! I didn't even hear that.
it is
Hit the
in
cup.
for a birdie.
4th birdie of the day.
Sprint to the finish. He's 1 back with 3 to go.
1 back with 3 holes to go.
It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
The par 4 here, which is what we want at this stage. Don't think about the lead, to be honest. Don't think about the finish. Just enjoy what's
that will get a little bit of run,
in front of me.
and that will be
That
just
would be
fine.
the advice I would give myself if I was a coach.
Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, and this is a
Anytime that the
problem
elements
because we
don't
can't
work in your
choose our
favour, and by that I
clubs.
mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf. It's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
And that's what I'm doing, playing very aggressive
Bit of a
shots
head
here.
turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yeah, the ball just wouldn't go. Sometimes the ball just won't have it. And means we're going to have to go for a 2-putt.
No, good effort, but
Good
that's gonna
effort,
wander a few feet by.
but it will wander off, so we're looking at par here. There it is.
Didn't want to let that one get away. It was
And
a
I
par
didn't
here
let
at
it get away.
16.
2 to go.
He'll stay right
Can
where
I
he
actually
is.
win the event here? Second would do me, to be honest. A good score will do me at this point. Considering my average is usually 6 over par, the fact I'm 2 under par here,
The First Nations of
and that this is
Canada. So just think about that when you tee up there on
this is going to be heard by the world, makes my day, to be honest. As Balling's up in the air here on par 7, hole 17, par 4.
And maybe grab a share of the lead.
You never know.
So after that bomb of a drive, this is second to the par 4.
Second shot then. Steady as she goes. Steady as Morgan Freeman's trousers. Oh, unlucky. You know how there's that phrase that you think is just going to jinx the whole thing?
Okay, on the
I had that thought
surface,
in my head.
work to do
I
from
said it
there.
anyway.
Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Could have done so much
Yeah, it's a
better.
long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting
The
this
ball
close.
just kind of rolled back on me.
Yep, not bad.
And a decent putt.
A little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty
Taking
good
no
effort.
risks. Just looking for the par here. Yeah, there it is. We're not playing for glory. We're playing cleverly. We're playing for a top prize. So, final hole then. The moment of truth. 18th hole, par 5.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway,
I could actually win the event
protected
here.
by bunkers left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things: the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this
But if I
fairway.
come second, I'm honestly not going to mind it. As long as I get a decent score and don't screw up this last hole.
No issues there.
It's a long par 5, so I shouldn't.
Grass.
Gets the tee shot into the short grass, which is okay. Second shot then. And yep. Just waiting till it felt right. Ball's travelling well. Didn't stay in the air very long. And
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par.
wheels
5.
have kind of fallen
But
off.
Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Just too long, and we're having to chip back onto the green. Nice solid little chip. Don't think this is birdieable, unfortunately.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Let's see. No, clunked it. That was rotten. That was just rotten. But we'll finish with a par and a really decent score. 69 scored. Don't say it. Don't say it. But what a round.
Closer to that breakthrough, you can just feel it. Come up a little short this week, but
hey,
that victory's out there.
It is. Dude, we have the best seat.
It's
in
a
the
top
house, and
prize.
We see that. I mean, the ability's there, but there's obviously just that little bit of doubt. Once that doubt's erased,
yeah,
they'll come, and victories, maybe thick and fast.
we got to the 18th hole, and I think the pressure was there, and I think that caused a bit of a problem. But you know, next time we'll be here again in this career mode, and who knows, we might actually win it. Well, Jack, thank you very much for those comments, and for Jack Scrimshaw, I am Jack Scrimshaw, saying so long from EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour, and indeed from YouTube. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, it means the world. Cheers then, see ya.